Last night, a 71-year-old man went to bed like any other night. He brushed his teeth, kissed his wife goodnight, and closed his eyes, expecting to wake up like always. But he never did. His family was devastated. There were no major health concerns, no warning signs, just silence. Stories like his aren't rare. The truth is, for people over 70, even small habits, like what you eat, how you sleep, or the temperature of your bedroom, can quietly put your life at risk. These aren't just minor issues. Medical reports show that interrupted sleep or poor nighttime routines have been linked to strokes, heart problems, and memory decline. A small mistake, like eating late or sleeping too warm, can have real consequences. So tonight, ask yourself, are your bedtime habits helping or hurting you? As we age, sleep doesn't always come easily. You might notice it yourself, tossing and turning, waking up too early, or just not feeling rested. Our bodies change with time. The heart works harder. The bladder wakes us up more often. The brain gets more sensitive to poor rest. But here's the thing. Many older adults still follow bedtime routines they used back in their 40s or 50s. And while those habits might have worked back then, they could be hurting you now. This video will walk you through 6 specific things to avoid at night. They might seem harmless, but they can quietly raise your risk of heart issues, memory problems, and more. The best part? Each habit is fixable, and we'll show you how. By the time you hit 70, your body is running a different program. Metabolism slows down. Circulation weakens. Breathing gets shallower. Even your brain handles stress and rest differently. And yet, many seniors are still treating bedtime like they did in their 40s. You might not realize it, but small habits can snowball. A warm room, a late dinner, too much water before bed. It all adds up. You wake up groggy, dizzy, or worse. Your sleep never really did its job. The real danger? These patterns become your normal. But normal is not always safe. In this video, we're breaking it all down. You will learn which habits to stop and how simple changes can help you sleep smarter and feel stronger. Let's talk about something we have all done: eating a big dinner or grabbing a snack late at night. Maybe it is a warm plate of leftovers or a bowl of ice cream while watching television. At the time, it feels comforting, harmless. But for someone over 70, it could be doing more harm than you think. As we age, our digestive system slows down. That means your body takes longer to process food. When you eat a heavy meal close to bedtime, your stomach is forced to work overtime. Instead of settling into rest, your system is busy digesting. That keeps your heart rate up and your body alert, making it harder to fall into a deep, restorative sleep. You might think, well, I have done this for years. And maybe that is true. But your body at 70 does not behave like it did at 40. Back then, a late dinner might have just meant a little indigestion. Now it can mean reflux, heartburn, or even interrupted breathing at night. Picture this. You lie down after a big meal. A few hours later, you wake up coughing or with a burning feeling in your chest. That could be acid from your stomach creeping into your esophagus. Over time, this kind of nighttime reflux can cause serious problems like damage to your throat or even aspiration pneumonia, where stomach acid enters the lungs. For folks with high blood pressure or diabetes, it gets even more serious. Late-night eating can cause blood sugar spikes or push your blood pressure higher at night when your heart is supposed to be resting. Research shows a connection between late eating and heart disease, weight gain, and disrupted sleep cycles in older adults. So what can you do instead? Try finishing your last full meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. That gives your body time to digest without interference. If you really need something before bed, choose a light option that is gentle on your stomach. A small banana, a few almonds, or a cup of warm chamomile tea are great choices. They are easy to digest and may even help you feel more relaxed. It is not about skipping dinner or go to bed hungry. It is about timing and listening to your body. Let your evening meals support your sleep, not disrupt it. Small changes like this can make a huge difference. You might sleep more soundly, wake up feeling refreshed, and lower your risk of bigger health issues. So next time you reach for that late-night sandwich or slice of pie, take a moment. Ask yourself, is this helping my body rest or making it work harder? Your sleep matters. Your heart matters. And your habits, especially at night, can shape the quality of your life. Start small. Start tonight. Drinking water is one of the best things you can do for your health. We hear it all the time. Stay hydrated, drink more water. And that is true. But the timing? That is just as important, especially as you get older. When you drink a lot of water close to bedtime, you might be setting yourself up for a long night. You fall asleep, only to be woken up an hour or two later by that uncomfortable pressure in your bladder. You get up, stumble to the bathroom, maybe turn on the light, maybe not. Either way, your heart races a bit, your balance feels shaky, and suddenly, falling back asleep is not so easy. Sound familiar? As we age, our bladder muscles weaken. The kidneys still work during the night, and the urge to go gets stronger even with small amounts of fluid. That quick trip to the bathroom becomes a routine. And if you're waking up several times a night, your sleep gets broken into pieces. That hurts the body's ability to heal, restore energy, and support memory. And there is something else to consider, your safety. Getting out of bed in the dark, especially when half asleep, can be dangerous. Your blood pressure might not adjust fast enough when you stand up. This sudden drop is called postural hypotension. It can make you dizzy, disoriented, or even cause a fall. One misstep on the way to the bathroom can lead to injury. So what is the solution? Start adjusting when you drink. Make it a habit to get most of your fluids in during the first half of the day. Drink water steadily from morning through the afternoon. As the evening comes around, taper off. If you feel thirsty later, take small sips instead of a full glass. Watch out for sneaky sources of fluid too. Soups, juicy fruits, and even some medications add to your total intake. And if you're drinking caffeinated drinks in the late afternoon, like coffee, tea, or soda, that can make things worse. Caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more often. You might be thinking, but I need to stay hydrated. And you do. But smart hydration means supporting your sleep and safety at the same time. Many seniors who cut back on late evening fluids report fewer wake-ups, better rest, and even better energy the next day. Some even say they feel clearer mentally and less anxious throughout the day. Try this. Set a cutoff time for your last cup of water, maybe around 6 or 7 in the evening. Track how you sleep. Notice how you feel in the morning. You are not depriving yourself. You're giving your body the chance to sleep deeply, uninterrupted. That is when the real healing happens. Better sleep at night starts with smarter choices during the day. And it begins with a single glass or not having it. Let's talk about bedroom temperature. Everyone has their preference. Some people like it toasty. Others need layers of blankets to feel cozy. And sure, there is nothing wrong with feeling comfortable. But here is the thing. For people over 70, a warm bedroom at night can quietly create problems. As we age, our body's internal thermostat is not as sharp. We do not cool down as easily. We sweat less, and our heart has to work harder to keep our temperature regulated. If your room is too warm, your body stays in an active state. Your heart rate stays higher. You might toss and turn without realizing it. Even if you think you're sleeping through the night, your sleep may be lighter and less restorative. Ever wake up feeling groggy, drenched in sweat, or just not fully rested? That is often your body's way of saying, it is too hot in here. Let me give you an example. Frank is 74. He keeps his bedroom around 75 degrees and piles on thick blankets. Every morning, he wakes up feeling tired and foggy. He thought it was just aging, But after lowering his room temperature by a few degrees and switching to lighter bedding, something changed. He started sleeping more deeply. His energy in the morning came back, and that brain fog, it began to clear. Studies show that a cooler room, around 60 to 67 degrees, is best for deep sleep. It helps the body lower its core temperature, which is a signal to the brain that it is time to rest. And here's something else to consider. When you sleep too hot, you're more likely to become mildly dehydrated during the night. That can make your blood thicker, which raises the risk of heart strain or even clotting. For older adults, especially those with heart issues, that is not something to take lightly. So what can you do? Start with the thermostat. Try lowering it by just 2 or 3 degrees. Use breathable sheets made from cotton or linen. Avoid heavy synthetic blankets that trap heat. If you like to feel covered, layer up with lighter options instead of one heavy quilt. Open a window if the air outside is cool. Use a small fan to keep the air moving. And wear lightweight sleepwear that allows your skin to breathe. These may sound like small adjustments, but together, they create the ideal environment for your body to rest, reset, and heal. Better sleep starts with a cooler room. It is not about being cold. It is about giving your body the signal that it is safe to relax. Try it for 1 week. Make a few changes. See how you feel. Your body speaks to you every morning. Make sure it is saying, thank you. Let's talk about how you sleep, not just how long, but the position you are in. A lot of people never think twice about this. You lie down, get comfortable, and that is it. But for folks over 70, the way you sleep can seriously affect your health. One common position is lying flat on your back. It might seem comfortable at first, especially if you have back pain. But for older adults, it can create problems you may not even notice. When you sleep on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft tissues in your throat backward. This can partially block your airway. That leads to something called sleep apnea, where your breathing stops and starts during the night. You might not even be aware it is happening, but your body is, and it is working hard to keep up. Robert, who is 76, used to sleep on his back every night. His wife noticed that he would stop breathing for a few seconds, then suddenly gasp for air. He brushed it off as snoring, but he started waking up feeling tired, with headaches and trouble focusing. Once he switched to sleeping on his side, everything changed. He felt more rested, and his mornings improved. And it is not just about breathing. Sleeping on your right side can put extra pressure on your heart, especially for those with heart conditions. That pressure can affect circulation and leave you feeling drained the next day. So what is the best position? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side. It is better for circulation, eases pressure on your heart, and even supports digestion. If you deal with acid reflux or heartburn, this position can help keep stomach acid down and reduce nighttime discomfort. Worried about staying in that position through the night? You are not alone. Try using a body pillow. It can support your back and help keep you from rolling onto your back. Place a pillow between your knees to ease pressure on your hips and lower back. Elevate your head slightly with a supportive pillow to keep your airways open. These adjustments might seem small, but they can make a huge difference. You may breathe easier, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling more energized. Over time, these benefits add up to better heart health, improved mood, and less risk of serious conditions like stroke or heart failure. Your sleep posture is not just a matter of comfort. It is a choice that affects how your body repairs itself overnight. So take a moment tonight. Notice how you settle into bed. Make one small shift. Your body will thank you for it. And remember, it is not about being perfect every night. Just becoming more aware of your posture is a big step forward. Better habits come from small, thoughtful changes over time. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: light and noise in your bedroom. You might not think a little light or a faint hum in the background matters much, but for someone over 70, it can make a big difference in how well you sleep. Here is the truth. Your brain is sensitive, especially when it comes to light. Even a small glow from a clock or a hallway nightlight can send the wrong signal. It tells your brain time to wake up when it should be winding down. Then there is noise. It does not have to be loud. A ticking clock, a humming fridge, or the TV left on low can interrupt your deep sleep without you even waking up. These little disruptions chip away at the quality of your rest. Have you ever woken up feeling tired, even though you thought you slept for 7 or 8 hours? That could be the reason. Your brain never made it into the deepest stages of sleep. Let me share a quick example. Margaret, 71, used to fall asleep to the news every night. She figured it helped her relax, but she noticed she was waking up groggy and anxious. After switching to a white noise machine and turning the television off completely, her sleep improved within days. She woke up calmer and more refreshed. The fix is not complicated. Start by making your room as dark as possible. Use blackout curtains if you can. Turn off devices or cover any lights they give off. If you need a night light for safety, use a soft red one. Red light has the least impact on melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. For sound, consider a gentle fan or white noise machine. These help mask other sounds and give your brain something steady to focus on. Avoid falling asleep with the television on or with music that has lyrics. Your brain stays too active trying to process it. If outside noise is an issue, like traffic or barking dogs, earplugs might help. Or you could try moving your bed to the quietest part of the room. These changes may seem small, but the benefits are big. Better mood, sharper memory, a body that heals more deeply overnight. Sleep is not just about time spent in bed. It is about quality, and your environment plays a huge role in that. Try making a few changes this week. Turn off the television. Dim the lights. Let your bedroom become a quiet, dark place where your body knows it is time to rest. The results might surprise you. Sometimes the best sleep starts with simply turning down the noise and turning off the light. You can even keep a small sleep journal by your bed. Write down what changes you make and how you feel the next morning. Over time, you might see which habits make the biggest difference. These insights can help you take control of your sleep, one night at a time. Let's talk about sleep schedules. Most of us love a little flexibility. Maybe you stay up late watching a movie on Friday night or sleep in a little on Sunday morning. That is fine once in a while. But when your sleep times jump around too much, your body starts to get confused. As we get older, our internal clock, what doctors call the circadian rhythm, becomes more sensitive. It wants predictability. It wants rhythm. When you go to bed at different times every night or wake up at odd hours, your body has a hard time knowing when to release the right hormones that help you sleep and wake up feeling refreshed. You might notice the effects without even realizing it. You feel groggy during the day. Your mood feels off. Your memory is not as sharp. Or maybe you just cannot fall asleep when you want to, even when you feel tired. These signs often point to a sleep schedule that is out of sync. Let me tell you about Linda. She is 72 and used to fall asleep whenever she felt like it. Sometimes 9, sometimes midnight. She also liked to nap during the day to catch up when she did not sleep well. But over time, her energy dropped. She felt foggy and anxious. Her doctor suggested a regular sleep schedule. Linda started going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. It was hard at first, but within a couple of weeks, her sleep became easier and her mood lifted. She felt more in control. That is the power of rhythm. You do not have to be perfect, but try to stick within the same 1-hour window each night. If you usually sleep at 10, aim for between 9:30 and 10:30. The same goes for wake-up times. Create a bedtime routine that signals to your body it is time to wind down. That might include dimming the lights, reading a few pages of a book, or sipping warm tea. The routine does not have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. Try avoiding screens, like your phone or tablet, for at least 30 minutes before bed. The blue light from screens tells your brain to stay awake. That makes it harder to fall asleep, even if you feel tired. Inconsistent sleep may seem harmless, but it can raise the risk of long-term issues like high blood pressure, depression, and memory decline. A steady sleep schedule, on the other hand, can help you feel sharper, calmer, and more energized throughout the day. Start simple. Set a bedtime. Stick to it for 1 week. Track how you feel each morning. You might be surprised at how powerful something so basic can be. Better nights begin with steady habits, and better days follow right after. So here we are. You have just learned about 6 nighttime habits that might be interfering with your sleep, your energy, and your long-term health. Maybe one of these habits hits close to home, maybe more than one, and you're thinking, wow, I never knew these small things could matter so much. But that is the turning point. Now you know, and knowing gives you the power to make a change. Think about this. Every single night is a new opportunity. When you go to bed, your body is either healing or being pushed into stress. And it all depends on the little choices you make during the evening. Frank lowered the temperature in his bedroom. Linda stuck to a consistent bedtime. Robert changed how he slept and finally got a deeper rest. These were small changes, but they led to real results. You can do that too. You do not have to fix everything at once. Pick one thing tonight. Just one. Whether it is turning off the TV early or drinking less water after dinner. That one step can set you on a better path. Small changes lead to big shifts. And tonight could be the start of something better. The power is in your hands, and it begins with how you end your day. Let us take a moment to look back. We covered 6 bedtime habits that might seem harmless, but can have a real impact on your health after the age of 70. From eating too late and drinking too much water to sleeping in a hot room or on your back, each habit plays a role in how well your body rests and repairs overnight. You do not need to change everything at once. Just start with one adjustment. Whether it is setting a consistent bedtime, turning off the TV earlier, or lowering the thermostat a few degrees, small steps can bring big improvements. Better sleep is not just about getting more hours. It is about getting the right kind of rest, deep, peaceful, and healing. You deserve that kind of sleep, and it starts with the choices you make tonight. Now that you know what to look for, I want to hear from you. Which habit are you planning to change first? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you made it to the end, type the word rest so I know you stayed with me. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tips that truly make a difference. And if you know someone who could use better sleep, pass this along.